really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
We were saying if he comes back, we're all going to smoke with him.
Yeah, can't say no to him, right? That's all you gotta do is get him to smoke with you on a video and blow you guys
For
up.
legal.
Yeah.
For
Even if you don't inhale.
That's it.
So we have a friend who's a promoter, Jake mentioned him in the interview down in Atlantic City. He runs clubs down there, and he actually gave us a really good start to. It's like there's not a lot of good places to play original metal music. Like I said, everybody wants the covers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got a hold of Steve. We befriended him. He's had us at quite a few of his events. It gave us a really good opportunity to be able to. He got us in to open up for Marcy's Playground, for Tantric,
Really?
Small Town Titans. So we did some good stuff for him, and he has a 420 festival every year. So this will be his 4th annual 420 festival. And it was last year, Luke was like 13 or 14, we're sitting at the dinner table, and I said, Steve, I just got off the phone with Steve.
Yeah.
And they put a bid in for the 420 to get Snoop and Dre to play.
They did, really?
He said, now Steve told me, he says, my bid was like 25 grand, you're probably not going to accept it. So, but I put a bid out there.
Yeah.
He says, just let you know the kind of talent I'm trying to get into this
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
So I told them guys, and Luke goes, we're sitting at dinner, and Luke looks at me and goes, if Snoop and Dre are going to play 420 Fest this year, I'm smoking weed with Snoop. I said, Luke, what are you talking? He goes, I don't smoke weed, but it's Snoop, Dad. I mean, I got.
What can we possibly
What are you
say?
gonna say? You gonna
What
say
am I
no?
gonna say?
You can't say no to that.
I can say
Why
no.
be the
You
worst?
have to learn how to inhale and not inhale. That's all.
Why be the worst band in the world, Dre? Push play on the pedal.
Oh, everything's good. No, I just have certain for this, so everything's rolling right now. That's what's nice about not doing live. I can cut all this out during edit mode.
Yeah.
So we're all good.
Mine is inferior.
Exactly. Okay, so all right, what kind of the age of 4? 4. Okay. Okay, guys, we have a special guest here this evening. We got Age of Ur, and hello. These guys, I just happened to stumble across these guys on a Facebook post about a Bamboozle contest that these guys won. What did you come in? What place is it?
We came in 3rd place, barely scraped by the skin of our teeth, but we made it.
Yeah, and I thought that was very impressive.
Thank you.
So, how many bands did you guys have to compete against?
A lot. It was like
50?
something like in the grand scheme of things, I would say between 50 and 60.
Damn.
16 that night.
Yeah,
It was
and
like a lot overall.
Yeah,
It was a couple-day event.
for the final. Yeah, it was like a faceted stage event. So it was
Yeah.
like they had the qualifying round in January, and they had a second one in March.
Oh, wow.
That was like the semifinals, and then the finals were last weekend. And there was like 16 bands there, so.
So it was like a process. Like, would you have to pre-register if you even get approved for it? Background check you guys. Like, what was the whole process like just to get on the event?
So we have an associate named Steve Weiss,
Okay.
and he gets us some gigs and stuff like that. He actually was the one who brought this idea onto us, and he's like, hey, there's this contest called Break Contest,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. If you want to be a part of it,
Yeah.
I'll talk to my guys, see what they can do.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we're in a festival.
Yeah.
So it's been a crazy past 6 months to say the
Yeah, I
least.
can imagine. And what was the, was there like a panel of judges? Who made the decision to pick who came in what place? How did the whole process work? What do you guys-
There was judging per se. There was not for the first one,
Yeah.
but for the second two, there was like a panel of judges sitting out there, and they would give you like live feedback and like constructive criticism and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And that was pretty much how it went. And then at the end of the night, they decided who won, and they kind of like did this whole big announcement thing with all of us up on stage to like open up.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And was it like, did you guys have like one song, or how was like, how much opportunity they give you like for stage time to show yourself?
20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. What did you do? 20 minutes?
Every band had a 20-minute set.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, for all 3 shows, we had 20 minutes.
Pretty cool. How many songs you do in 20 minutes? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
We tend to run a little long on
Yeah.
our songs. We'll do like 5-6 minute songs.
Oh, wow.
But then we do have some 3 or 4 minute stuff. But we usually try and put our best stuff out there, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Our best stuff is a little bit on the longer side, per se, for radio at least.
Yeah.
So it's usually about 3 or 4 songs, but they're very high quality.
No, that's good. Yeah, that's what you want to do is, keep the audience engaged. The longer the better. The longer to listen to you, the more, they're going to have in their head. So,
Yeah.
but no, I feel like that, especially you guys are so young, that's like an insane exposure. And Bamboozle up with some of the really high name bands as well. I'm not sure. So,
Yeah,
congratulations, guys.
It was like kind of surreal seeing like our name up there with like these bands that I've heard of.
Exactly.
I've watched videos of them and stuff like that, and I'm like, wow, it's actually like kind of happening. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for you guys like to start off like that, it's like really, especially in Atlantic City. Who knows what thousands and thousands of people are going to be there. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
a chance to,
I'm sure it's definitely going to be a good networking opportunity.
Oh, insane! Yeah,
For
you
sure.
guys like 3 levels up there at a local bar band, so that's awesome. Congratulations!
Thanks,
And
man. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thanks.
You guys deserve it. And so tell me about the name. What is this name? How do you know this band name?
So it's kind of like I guess it's like a play on words in a way.
Yeah.
We didn't even really mean it to be. It kind of just came about because we thought the name sounded cool, but then we realized that like we started the band like 6 years ago or something like that. So we were all really young. I was 12. He was 9. Actually, I was in the band yet. We had 2 other people at the time. Stuff didn't work out. But so that's where the age part comes in because we were young enough to where we would be considered a kid band. And then or because it's like a mixture of a rock and a metal.
Okay.
And that's essentially what we are, It's a little corny, but it's a fun.
No, I feel
I
like that's really cool and creative to have a name that actually means something. Some
Yeah.
people just pick a name,
Yeah, so it's just
like a bluebird in the sky or something.
Yeah,
you
this-
get
this
something
song-
that meaning.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. No, that's awesome. So, damn, well, you guys been playing, I heard, for 6 years. You guys actually been together for 6 years?
Yeah, pretty much. Me and him. That's
Okay, like impressed by the second year. I see bands now can't make it like the past 6 months.
Yeah.
6 years, that's serious dedication.
I see that all the time on Instagram. I'll follow a new band or something. 6 months later, they're just like their account's completely deleted.
Right.
I'm like, geez, guys, you really couldn't work it out.
And that's the biggest thing if you want to make it in the music industry. It's dedication. Look at Metallica. They've been together since 1981. 2 days ago, they just played together after all these years. It's all they've been playing since 1987.
Yeah.
They played a long version of Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
And those guys in 81, they've been bouncing, beating each other up, and
Yeah.
they survived. That's what it is, dedication.
They had their fair share.
Yeah, it's not always like having, like the best content and the best this and that. It's about just being dedicated because eventually you'll grow together and change and be more creative as you grow. So that's amazing right there. So you guys definitely on the right road. This is good.
Thanks, man.
So tell me, what made you pick up a guitar in the first place? Were you a kid that like swinging rubber bands or banging things, pop bands?
Well, for me at least, I started playing when I was like 6. So it's been about 12 years now.
Yeah.
For me, it was just kind of like something I wanted to pick up as a hobby originally. And I almost quit like within the first year.
Glad I didn't pick. Was it a Mickey Mouse guitar? Or was
It was a very rudimentary Strat.
Yeah.
Like the classic beginner guitar essentially. Which what I have.
It's good to get your hands worn in.
Yeah, exactly. It's for you to get all the callousing of your fingers over with at a
Exactly,
age,
yeah. Moving around.
But for me, honestly, what made me want to keep playing it and not quit it was probably my parents like driving me to do this and like encouraging me
Yeah.
because if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have pushed myself to do it and I would have just dropped it.
Yeah, and that's amazing. That support, a lot of some of you alone support. Well, really quick, listen to him. So I see that are you the founder of this band? I see you're a singer too, right?
Me and him.
Oh,
Me
you-
and
you-
we're both brothers.
Oh, you're brothers?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. So
Oh, that's
we
it.
kind of stuck together as the core unit for this entire time.
And I've been seeing that a lot of bands, like this other band here, they were brothers, and a lot of brothers with bands, for some reason, they stick it out, even though it's probably, a lot of pushing.
Well, they're used to it.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
They're used
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
beating on each other all
Right,
the time.
exactly, yeah.
Metaphorically.
Exactly. So how do you get into vocals then? If you got some of the good guitar master and now you get your vocals, that's a whole nother self of singing,
Well, for me at least, I was never really like a natural born singer. Like I wasn't some of those kids that you see that are like singing when they're like 4 or 5.
Yeah, like a choir or something.
Yeah, no, I was in like a rock university type program, like School of Rock.
Oh, they went over there.
And what basically happened was they had one of their singers like they either quit the program. I forget what exactly happened.
Yeah.
But they left one of the songs open and no one else could sing it. And it was Separate
Yeah.
Ways by Journey.
Okay.
And I was like 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, give me the mic, I'll try it. And I tried it. And I actually, for my first time ever seriously singing a song, I didn't do awful.
Yeah.
So that was encouragement.
And just to have the confidence to get up there and sing. Some people, you have to get them drunk at a karaoke party, even get on a microphone. So to have that confidence, put yourself out there in front of these people, and be a frontman and a singer, So that takes, a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It used to be like it used to take a lot for me to like kind of open up and actually sing, but now it's
Yeah.
kind of, it's just second nature at this point. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
good. I mean, you're going to grow and develop into, a better singer if you stick with it. That's what's nice about it. I noticed the trends with all these bands. All the ones that start off young, they develop into a really good creative musician and creative writing and all that.
Would you like to speak to your drumming career?
Yeah, so what's up? The drummer, man. The drummers always get left out. That's why we got a camera here for the drummer. The drummer's always in the back. The singers cut them off,
Yeah.
So what's up? How'd you get into drums?
Well, he started playing guitar like a year before I wanted to play drums. But like he was just always playing guitar, and I was like,
How old are you guys apart? Was it
uh,
3 years?
3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
Okay.
So I was like 6, and
Okay.
I was seeing him play guitar all the time. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to play an instrument.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, we'll get you a guitar. I was like, I want to play guitar. I want to play drums.
Yeah.
So we went out, got a drum set, and then we brought it home, set it up. I just put on AC/DC and started playing.
So you guys, so at 6 years old, you actually have a real drum set?
Yeah.
Not a Mickey
No,
Mouse.
not a Mickey Mouse
Okay.
one.
It was crazy too. It was like no practice whatsoever. The kid turned on
Damn.
AC/DC and then
Really?
just started playing along like he knew how to do it.
So were you always like sitting in the classroom like banging on pencils?
Yeah,
I noticed a lot of like good drummers are either pots in hand or they're taking their pencil to turn the drum
Yeah,
set in the classroom.
Kicked out
Yeah.
of the classroom in 4th grade for playing drums on my
There you
desk.
go. That's a good reason to get kicked out.
Yeah,
What are they gonna? Okay, well, you got music in. What are they gonna say about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, come
Like,
on.
I'll show you one day when I'm on stage. You kick me out.
And he is.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks,
There you go.
yeah.
Come and see me, principal. That's awesome. I love this story. So you got 6 years old, you start banging on drums.
Mhm.
Now, have you guys had any other bands, or you guys just been you guys?
That's it's just been us
So
two.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys went to good to grow and develop in the music, kind of the writing process together. That's the biggest thing with a lot of bands. When they stay together, they develop a writing process together. Like eventually, they get so good they look at each other. Okay, we're gonna play this, we're gonna play that.
Yeah, we can kind of just pretty much look at each other.
Yeah,
So like,
start playing. You know.
He'll just start playing a riff, and I'll just
Yeah.
like throw down a beat to it, and then we'll sit there for like 3 hours just writing.
I think we have a pretty efficient creative process. I think our record for like writing a song that we actually recorded and like produced and we're like actually happy with was like 15 minutes.
The ideas, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like it's just a matter of chemistry.
Sure.
You know, like we're able to just kind of we have like we all three of us really just have synergy and we're able to kind of just work with each other in a way that complements the other person's weaknesses in like a songwriting
Yeah,
standpoint. And that really helps us because a lot of times you see like just people clashing over stupid stuff in a song. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this measure should be like two beats longer.
Right,
And we
yeah,
used to do
yeah.
that. But we got past that, and once you get past that, it's just like ridiculously enjoyable.
Right,
Right.
it's good at that
You
level.
know,
And do you guys have, is it one person that writes the lyrics, or you kind of all kind of collaborate on the lyrics?
that duty usually falls onto me,
Okay.
just because as the singer, I don't know, it's just always something that I've taken on as a responsibility without even questioning or thinking
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
like your-
You know, it's just,
yeah.
just what I do.
Yeah.
It's like how I write the guitar riffs.
Yeah.
You know, she writes the bass riffs, he writes the drum parts.
Exactly, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool,
Would you like to talk
so
about
again, how'd you get into this mix?
So 10 months ago, they needed a bass player because their old bass player quit, and so now I play bass.
Okay, simple as that, okay.
Yeah, I really
So how did you guys find these guys? Was it on a Facebook ad or something, or?
No, so I've been dating Jake for like, 2 years now, but at the
Oh.
time it was like a year. And yeah, they needed a bass player, and I was like, I can probably play bass. And it was really fun, and I loved it, and I think I picked it up pretty fast.
Oh, sounds pretty good.
She made like probably twice as much progress as other people that I've tried to
Yeah,
teach in that amount of time.
yeah.
She just has an ear for it, you know what I mean? Because she sings as well.
Oh, you good. Did you have you grown up with, like, or when you're younger, been into any other instruments or music, or was it bass your first one you picked up?
Bass was like the one that I've stuck with, actually, even though it's only been like a couple months. But I've been singing my whole life, and
Oh, wow.
so I've always like done that.
Yeah,
And I always wanted to be in a band, but I didn't really know like how. And then I started thinking like maybe bass would be like easier to sing and play than guitar, because I tried acoustic guitar and
yeah,
I'm okay at it, but I'm not like great.
right.
And then I tried piano and like ukulele and a couple other things, but this really like clicked for me.
And you know, you're right. You know what? People don't realize how important bass is. You know what I say? They say, oh, bass doesn't seem like they're banging on strings. I said, you know what? We're going to play a song. We're going to take away the bass. Tell me what it sounds like. They're like,
Yeah.
oh,
You-
now
you
I see why you have bass.
I said it to someone the other day. You never notice the bass until it's gone. Just like
Exactly.
you never notice the sound guy until the sound guy.
Exactly. They're like, what is the bass for? All they do is I have 4 strings or plucking on it. I said, no, it's extremely important. You have to realize, take away the bass, even on a stereo, turn the bass all the way down. It actually sounds horrible. It actually hurts your ears.
Zero.
Bass is very important. Like, it's a very important part of the mix.
Yeah.
I see a lot of trios now, and that's the best way to really do it.
Yeah.
I see some bands that actually have 2 guitar players and a bass player. I'm like, why?
We-
That just doesn't sound-
I'm pretty sure we did a couple shows like that when we had 4 members.
Yeah.
Where, our bass player couldn't make it, so we're just like, screw it, we're just going with 2 guitars.
Yeah.
And the mix was
Yeah,
not
it's
great.
just
to say the
like-
least.
Exactly, the cherry on top. You gotta have the bass in there.
But I actually prefer being a 3-piece personally. I feel like there's a lot less like quarreling between guitar players because it's a very egocentric instrument to play. You know, it's not, I feel like having one guitar player kind of eliminates a lot of drama that a lot of other bands would have where it's like, oh, he stole my solo. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
nobody cares, dude.
Right, and sometimes they argue about the solo. Oh, I get the solo. No, I get the solo. You know, if you're a guitar player, you know their choice. You gotta get the solo.
Yeah.
If you do have like a bridge or something, song breaks, you know, where it's part.
Yeah, when we had other members, there used to be a lot of that where it's like just deliberating for hours on end about who gets what solo and how long of each section of the solo you should take. So, I mean, now I
Yeah.
just get every solo. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree. I 3 pieces the best. I think they would work out better with one less person. It's easier when you set up, one less guitar, one less amp, one less person.
And I think it's a little bit more visually appealing.
It is. And plus you have more opportunities to play in smaller places, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a good way to keep it going.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, awesome, guys. Sounds like you got a really good future ahead of you. You started off on the right foot. So you want to tell us about, I see you have an album out or an album coming out, or what's the latest album?
So we have music out. We released an EP back in 2019, just like a short little demo thing. And then we slowly started to like trickle more music out as the years progressed. We're kind of doing a strategy where we're releasing them in singles as opposed to an actual full album, so we can stretch more content across more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like pump people up for one release, so they listen to that release and that release only. And then instead of like 3-4 months down the road, your album falling into obscurity,
Right.
you kind of just release another single, just slowly trickle them out. And that way, that gives you a lot more time to work on each individual song too, so you can kind of really just tailor it to perfection, as opposed to doing like a 30-hour studio session.
No, I
Where
don't
you're just
like that.
sitting there clicking a button,
Right.
recording, and just I've been there, and that's a very droning process, you know.
No, I think that's a really good strategy, actually, because then you're going to put more energy and effort into the one song you do, as opposed to overwhelming yourself. Okay, let me hit the studio time, I'll get 30 songs all in there.
Yeah.
You take your time, put a lot of energy and effort for one song, you'll have one really good song, and see how tap in the water, see where it goes, and you kind of get feedback. All right, let me make my next song this way or that way, according to what the audience likes, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, you can break it up now, you know, on social media, like Reels and different tops, which is great. You find the best cool parts of it, you make a little snippet, 20 seconds, you know.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about that.
Kind of one song and multiple videos.
Exactly. That's like this amount of, like when we do this, the whole idea is to get massive content.
Yeah.
If you guys could talk about one little line in here, we can get like 20% of it.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's just, you know, content's the king. That's just where we're at. We just happen to be in a day and age of social media.
Yeah, it's unfortunate in ways, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It makes it really easy for you to be seen, but it also makes it really hard for you to be seen at the same time.
And that you hit it down. That's what it is. It's an amazing thing about you can reach people on a global level, billions of people with a couple hashtags, but then you have the competition.
Yeah.
You're dealing with the whole world.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, if you're good, you're good.
Mhm.
I've seen people that are good, they barely do any crazy hashtag, they do a couple posts and they explode. That's why I said people are itching for good creative music,
Yeah.
they're looking for good stuff. So if you're good, they're gonna find you. You don't have to worry about going crazy posting every hour of the day.
That's the thing. A lot of the
Yeah.
stuff that falls into obscurity is just because it's generic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's not up to standard with what's worth even remembering,
Yeah.
especially in like this climate where people have such a short attention span. Where they're like, oh, what band is this? I've never seen that before. You know?
Exactly, and that's why I see a lot of bands now, they're trying to get all those crazy long guitar solos, and they're kind of getting bored and dragged out. People don't want to hear them. They don't want to hear like a song, like a minute and a half, 2 minute guitar solo, it's just going to be too much, you know?
Yeah.
So keep it simple, keep it creative to that song, have a melody that goes with it, don't just get in and go off, you know? People just turn it off.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
get the audience engaged.
It is a shame, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the world we live in.
You're right, it is. Yeah, I'm,
You just gotta
I'm
make
a
the
lot
best
older
of
than
it.
you. I've seen the revolution, you know, from like the 80s when MTV came out, and I watched the whole music scene change to what it is today, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, and from you guys, there's a whole other world you probably, I'm sure you know, what it was like back then, it was different. But, all right, guys, so anything else you want to say? And what's the best way to like find you guys? YouTube, Instagram, where do you guys?
For us, we're mostly active on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
You can follow us at The Age of Ore. That's O-R-E, is how you spell that last word.
Okay.
And we're also obviously on Spotify and Apple Music and
Oh,
stuff
sweet.
if you do want to stream our music. And we are on YouTube too.
Okay.
We do like putting out a video or two here or there, you know. Usually he'll do a drum cover, or it's me doing some stupid guitar thing that I figured out how to do. It's just more for fun stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, as opposed to our more serious content and like informative content is on Instagram and Facebook.
Exactly, and like I said, and one thing, just a little piece of advice, what I would do, you guys buy one of those cheap phone stands, that anytime you practice, everything you do is record, document everything you do. I don't know if you do it or not, that way you have it. So once you get to the next level, people like seeing all that behind the scenes stuff, you know, when you're making songs, people love that shit.
Yeah.
So I would just like to document everything as you guys grow, because that's where the value comes in. Plus, people are always looking for something new. You know, when you have nothing to post, take a little piece off of that. You know.
Yeah, when we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for content,
Yeah.
you kind of have to force yourself to get creative.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you put out a video that looks stupid because I mean,
Yeah. Well, you
in all
not everyone's
essence
gonna be
it
good.
is.
Yeah.
You know,
everyone's gonna be good. You know, you might have a couple bad ones, but let's pick one good one. You know, just keep putting it out there.
Any closing remarks, Luke?
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say to the world? Anything else about music? So that's awesome. You guys have a good background. You guys have an awesome future. So again,
Thank you.
Ah. Oh yeah.
yeah, that's that.
I build my own guitars. I don't know if I can like bring this up, but I probably won't be in the shot.
Yeah, you got it. There's a tablet up there, and there's the main camera.
Yeah,
Don't worry, we can zoom into it.
that's a decent angle there.
Tell us about that guitar.
So
What's the make of the body style?
I build my own guitars. This is body style of my own design. It's just kind of an amalgamation of different things that I've seen on the internet. I finished building it, I guess, last week. And essentially what it is it's, if you ever seen like the resin river tables that people do, like the really fancy ones, it's the same general concept. Just cut out a cavity, fill it up with some resin, do a couple little swirls and stuff, and that is completely like flush with the rest of the body. So it's like you don't even really notice it when you're playing. And honestly, I am very pleasantly surprised with how it played, because this is the first one that I've done without like the tutelage of like an instructor, because I was doing an apprenticeship a couple months ago. So this is the first one I'm doing on my own, and it plays absolutely phenomenally.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the tone. We heard the Seymour Duncan pickup.
So they're this is a Super Distortion clone
Okay.
down here. So it's actually custom made from a guitar parts website called Stuart McDonald.
Yeah, because I'm like, that tone, that crunches. You got a nice crunch.
Yeah, and I'm actually I originally wasn't too happy with the tone that I got out of it, but after playing with it a little more, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. I think it's nice. It's nice and warm. It's not as crisp as some of my other tones, where you can like really get a nice pinch harmonic out of your guitar, but it makes up for that in just like warmth and fluidity out of that pickup. And the same thing with the middle and the neck pickup.
Yeah.
Since they're single coils, they sound exactly like Jimi Hendrix. Like it's honestly
Yeah,
stupid
later
how-
I'll check my
how similar they sound. Yeah, but this is it. I have another one that I did build. I don't feel like taking it out right now because it's all the way in the case. But I plan on making a decent amount more and probably selling them, and hopefully at least making a living.
Yeah, so there's a huge market for sales online. Everybody knows that. If you make
yeah.
your own custom guitars that have original body style, you got a land grab there.
Especially something that's eye-catching. Like
That's
you know,
amazing.
people see shiny gold.
Well, what's going to happen as you guys grow and more people see it? Like, what's that guitar? And everybody, the first thing they do with guitar is, what is that? And BC, right?
Yeah.
They're going to get curious. Like, what is that? So you put your own little signature on there.
Yeah. I just
Click link in bio.
I have to get a some sort of etching
Yeah,
thing, or
yeah.
like a brand stamp or something.
Yeah, get like a
Heat
pattern
up
on
and
it,
put it on.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely get ready for that, because once it starts getting out there, if you have a cool name, sometimes
Yeah,
feel it.
so someone will grab that.
Somebody will feel it in a
and-
second, yeah, but that is really awesome. So.
Thanks, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
no problem. All right, guys, anything else?
I don't have anything else to say other than just thanks for tuning in.
Their words will be in their music. They don't have to-
Yes,
they don't have
yeah,
to talk.
exactly.
Just listen.
The music will speak for us.
That's right.
I don't have anything to say.
Thanks for having us.
No, thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
thank you, seriously.
No, I really appreciate it. All right, cool.
Awesome.
Just put the mic back where you want. And yeah.
your grave. I can see you've gone too far. Oh, I won't take you when you enter to the car.
Gracias. Those last two songs, respectively, were both Insurgency and The Call. Insurgency is about a common human experience that we all share, which is dislike for politicians. I'm sure we all have at least one. And then The Call, well, that's kind of more of like a open to interpretation kind of thing. It could be about anything, really. For me, at least, I wrote it to be like a call to do something greater in your life than just nothing. And then this next song, which I still haven't really figured out what it means to me, is called 762.
You take the exercise I wanted down on you. I want the final shot straight through. Fire, say hello to 762.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, that's the only way to get the good quality. You have to have all the motors off in the back.
That's fine. It's worth it. Makes us look better up here.
Yeah, it's gonna sound better when we're done too. So when you're sitting in your ice cold air conditioned house watching, you go, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you can do another one or two if you want. It's up to you guys.
Uh,
Are they allowed to do a cover?
Yeah, whatever you want. We got 3 good pieces of contests, and now do whatever you want. Whatever you guys are up for. Good.
ooh, we can do a cover.
Here's some cool.
Sure. What do you got?
All right, we're gonna do Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, are you really?
Yeah.
I got it. That's gotta be awesome. We gotta go to that. I grew up with this shit.
Right.
I'm sure you're
That
gonna.
was my suggestion.
What do you? How old are you?
49.
All right, 45. So we're in the same age. So we know it was like back in the 90s. It was different.
Yeah.
The 90s were great. The
90s were
80s were cool too, but the 90s were great.
90s were great.
The
Yeah.
90s were amazing.
Yeah, now you have Pearl Jam, Nirvana.
All of it.
Soundgarden.
The 90s are still relatively new, so they're still underrated. So in another 20 years, everybody's gonna look back at the 90s.
Exactly. Now, I feel like my parents may say the 50s and 60s level, you know, now we're like the 80s and 90s.
You're gonna have to do both the laid back. Alright, cool.
Can you turn up her mic?
Yeah, absolutely. I think her mic is off. So I don't think she was using it. Try it now.
Check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2, 3.
Just project your voice into it.
Check.
There you go.
Yeah, you just have to go a little louder on the exhale because it's not the best mic.
Also, here, bring this down so they can see your face.
Yeah, just seeing we're trapped in your guilt.
Can someone help me with my hands are way too sweaty?
No, I'm not gonna keep that.
Oh my gosh, mine too.
Don't trap Justine.
That's good content. People like to see that stuff. Adjusting the mic, people like to watch that stuff. That's good stuff. There you go.
All right, just let us know when we're good.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
All right, we're gonna do something a little bit spicier than we normally do. I messed it up. Hold on, try it again. Ah, okay, I got it. I did it in minor instead of major. All right, we're gonna do something a little bit spicier than what we normally do. Ready?
So much rum in the open seas, got hobby and some deal, double G. But I somehow, someway keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few west of the breeze. Till 2 in the morning, the party's still drunk, cause my mama ain't home. I got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they ain't even till like 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do? Shit, got a packet full of rum that my homeboys do too. Turn out the light, close the door, we don't love them home. She's up, hold down, man, motherfucker, mouth, rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. I got some teaching, everybody got the coke, but they ain't interested. Got some shit happens all the time. You gotta get yours before I gotta get mine. Everything is fine when it comes to the DOG. I got some brother making me have to make me who listen to the words of the beat, got to make me a drink to the best of the drink and bang on the beach. Hey, lady, she's the whole first lady. 80 degrees, and the only reason to get out of these alleys. By the mile with the dog, feel the breeze, bitch. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice.
Somebody mind taking a picture of you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want like this? Here, you do it. You're better at taking pictures.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
You'll sign them. Okay.
Whatever support you need, let me know.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Dave.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice
Appreciate
meeting you
it.
guys.
So nice
Of course.
meeting you.
Yeah, thanks, same here.